Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. Faria!
Wait, something...
What's wrong with her?
Yeah, you're right.
What? I've never known Faria to control Zoogles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handled the Zoogles, then we kept Samantha.
This is some punishment.
Light astral energy! Here goes! Here's another! Light astral! Light astral energy! Raging cascade! Resuscitation! I'll heal you all! Raging
No
cascade!
rest for the wicked.
Spread! Healing circle! Photon flash!
Not
Pull
today!
myself together.
Light astral energy! Photon flash!
Rising
I'm
water!
only getting hit! I never miss! Go get him! Photon flash! Here goes!
I'll smash you!
I'll stop it,
Healing circle! Thanks, Kitara! Raging cascade! Light astral energy!
No further! Try
Photon
this!
flash!
Infernal turret!
Healing circle! Not in your dreams!
Need to pull myself
Dance in the
together.
wind!
Can't move!
Air
couldn't
thrust!
make it in
Dance
time.
in the wind! Air thrust! Annihilation! Photon flash!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Light astral energy!
Not
Photon
done yet!
flash!
You're
Go
mine!
get him! Flame of fury! One last one!
Water, hear my call.
Take that! Go get him! Hear me! Flame of fury! Photon flash!
Demon leg!
Can you take it?
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
Take Fury! To be left free!
Photon flash!
Demon leg! This one's mine!
Eat dirt! Light astral energy!
Where are you going?
Photon flash! Raging cascade!
Water, hear my call.
Light astral energy!
Wide open!
Photon
Won't
flash!
escape me.
Here's the evil! Here goes Blaster! Take that!
No
Will
further!
this help bullseye?
Eternal
Healing!
devastation!
Light astral energy!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
Here goes Mega Ray! Light astral energy! Photon flash! I'm sorry!
Stay away from my friend! From the young!
Annihilation!
Not today!
Do it!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
I'll bring you back from death's
Imbue this
abyss.
vanquished soul with life!
You're mine!
Resuscitation!
Rising
Glacier Spear.
Here's the evil!
Take it!
Freeze
Light
Blaster!
laser, that
Energy!
moves.
Dance in the wind!
Here comes the big one!
Dance in the wind! Close one! Gotcha!
Heal!
Hit!
You're mine!
Lightning! Downfall!
Double D
Dark
effect!
Seal!
This is
Photon
looking
flash!
good!
I can't heal you forever!
I owe you one! Hold nothing back! Swallow
Dance
blade!
in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
Another incantation ruined!
This one's mine!
Air thrust!
Heal! I owe you one!
Flame of
Take
fury!
this! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help.
Sword Ray
Take
Alpha!
this!
First aid!
Blow away!
Not in your dreams!
Eternal devastation!
Here!
My natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat?
I would never! Sorry!
Pay for that! Splash!
Water, hear my
Here I
call.
come!
Red!
Catapult! Swallow blade!
Back into everlasting darkness.
Negative gate! No escape! Flash!
Blood.
Try harder! No!
Watch and
Bloody
annihilation!
You're mine! Flash!
Generate
Take the flame and inside me yearns to be let free.
Power of water!
On Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray!
Swallow Blade!
Eat dirt!
Slash! Burn in hell! You're mine!
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
armor!
Slash! Dragon Swarm!
Death from the
Here,
wind!
that'll bring you down.
On your
Slash! Swallow Blade! Sword Rain Alpha! You! Stay away from my friends! You're mine! Slash! Dragon Swarm!
Elusive Cedar! It's not too late to bow out.
I'm not looking to get our tail
Take this.
handed to us.
That's exactly why.
Swallow Blade!
Into everlasting darkness. Negative gate. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Dragon Swarm!
Green bathed in blood.
This one's all
Rending you
mine!
apart.
Eat dirt!
Bloody
You're
howling.
mine! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
Catapult.
Crush!
Beckons into everlasting
Here I come!
darkness. Beckons into everlasting darkness. Negative. Forgive me. It is my fault. Nothing will hold me back. Begin! Does it hurt? I'll face you. Resonate no further. What? I've never known Faria to control noodles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zooglers, then we get some answers.
Go for the weak point! Go
Sorry
kill!
to trouble you.
Light Astral Energy! Photon Blast! Freeze Lancer! Light Astral Magic Kazam! Air Thrust!
Flame inside!
Photon
Negative gate
Blast!
to be let free!
Bathed in blood.
Wonder!
You apart.
Here's another!
This one's mine!
Bloody
Take that!
howling.
Bullseye! Power of water! Photon Blast! Raging Cascade!
Steel.
Spray! Photon Blast! Into the shadows! Hup! Magna Ray!
Benediction
Gemini
light.
Light Astral Energy!
Steel.
Take that! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Photon Blast! There! Light Astral Energy! Magna Ray!
Can't get out of this.
To be let free!
Not on my watch! Light Astral Energy! Photon Blast! Light Astral Energy!
Lightning Thrust!
One more! Magic Kazam! Air Thrust! You get the jet! Air Thrust! Light Astral Energy!
Eat dirt!
Recover! Hit! One more!
Swallow Blade!
Save you.
Sonic
Dance
Thrust!
in the wind! Air Thrust! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust!
Wide open!
Won't escape me.
Light Astral Energy! Go get him!
Elusive deity.
Here goes! One more! Raging Cascade! Spread! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust! Dance in the wind!
To be let free!
Rending you
Hit! Here's another!
Burn in hell!
Dance in the wind!
This.
Air Thrust! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust! Raging Cascade! Spread!
Double Demon Fang!
It's go time.
That'll bring you down.
Photon!
Heal.
Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike!
Glacial Spear.
Stay away from my friends!
Resuscitation.
I'll heal you all! I've still got some fight left in
Healing
me.
Circle.
Double Demon Fang! Is this it?
I'm ready.
Dovaline!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
I'll bring you back from death to
Light
death.
Astral Energy! Photon Blast! Resuscitation! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust! Lightning! Downfall!
I'm out of ammo.
Dragon Swarm!
That move.
Sonic Thrust!
Hit!
Here comes the big one!
I'm all stuck up! Annihilation! Lightning!
No further.
Downfall!
Will this help?
Not in your dreams!
You're mine!
I'll face you.
Healing Circle!
The flame inside me
Forgive me.
yearns to be
This is
let
my
free! I owe you one!
Resuscitation!
Infernal
I
Torrent!
can't heal you for a fight left in me.
Take this!
Lightning! Light Astral Energy! Here's a close one!
Can you take it?
First aid! Here's another!
not beyond fury.
Bullseye! Raging Cascade!
This one's mine!
Eternal devastation!
Photon
nearly
Blast!
done
Here,
for.
let me help!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic fission!
Here's a healing art!
Demon
Everlasting
Light
stop!
Astral Energy!
Denied!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Ready? Got it!
Light
Leave it to
Astral Bullseye! Photon Blast!
Glacial Spear!
It's in your hands.
You'll pay for that!
Freeze Laser! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust! Mega Ray!
Wind!
Searing Flame! Light Astral Energy!
Sin Eater!
Photon Blast! Here goes! Not in your dreams! Annihilation! Air Thrust! You get the gist!
Leave the charges to me!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear!
Pierce Evil! Freeze! Photon Blast! Light Astral Energy!
Far enough!
Lunar Corruption!
Now you see what I can do!
Gemini Aqua! Photon! Light Astral Energy!
This one's
Dance in
mine!
the wind!
It can't get up!
Air Thrust! Raging Cascades! Mega
Here
Ray!
goes!
Annihilation! Searing Flame! Reload!
Here goes!
One more! Bullseye! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust! Blah, blah, blah! Air Thrust! Gemini Aqua! Light Astral Energy! Hit! Here's another... One last one! Light Astral Energy! Ready!
Leave the charges to me!
Ha! One more! One last one! I'm... sorry.
What? I've never known Faria to control symbols like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a Master Core?
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zugos. Then we get some answers.
Light Astral Energy!
Here,
Let
let
me
me help!
free you of your power.
Hit! Thanks! Just what I needed. What? I'm...
Demon Fang!
Another incantation. Do it!
Stay away from my friend!
Where are you going? I'll bring you back from
Sword Rain
death
Alpha!
abyss!
Not today!
Resuscitation! I only have one left to fight left in me.
Healing circle!
Thanks!
I'll bring you back from death abyss!
Rising Phoenix!
Light Astral Energy! Photon Blast! Here goes!
Rest for the wicked.
First aid! Here's another!
Soda!
I'll grind you into
Rising
crust.
Focus!
Photon Blast!
On your knees.
Light Astral Energy!
It's on.
Fury!
Not today!
Photon Blast! Light Astral Energy! Photon Blast!
Double Demon
Won't
Fang!
save you.
Demon Fang!
Healing Photon
Double
Blast!
Demon Fang!
Light Astral Energy! Here
Glacial
goes!
Spear! Pierce evil!
Here's a dance in the wind!
Glacial
Air
Spear!
Thrust!
Pierce
Dance in the
evil!
wind!
Here!
Close one! Freeze Laser!
Double Demon Fang!
Not in your dreams!
Swallow
In a
Blade!
bind?
Dance in the wind! I'm ready! Air Thrust! Photon Blast!
It's
Light
on!
Astral Energy!
Deity.
Try and eat dirt!
Photon Blast!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here, let me help!
First aid! Raging Cascade!
Rising Light!
Into the shadow!
Demon Fang!
No.
Mega Ray!
Can't end here!
Light
Don't give up.
Energy! Photon
I'll
Blast!
bring you back from death's abyss!
Hit! Resuscitation! Take this! One last one!
Let me carve through
Wind!
Photon Blast!
Dragon Swarm! Pierce through!
Here's another! It's weekend! In the wind! Air
This
Thrust!
ends now!
In the wind! Air Thrust! Light Astral Energy!
Here, let me help!
First aid! Raging Cascade!
Looking good!
Spread! Raging Cascade!
Is this it?
Forgive me.
Glacial
This is
Spear!
my fault.
Here's evil!
From beyond.
Freeze
Imbue this
Laser!
vanquished soul with life.
Not in your dreams!
Resuscitate.
Light Astral Energy!
Take this.
Photon Blast!
I've used too much.
If it's in the
Go
sky,
down.
it's mine.
Magic is there!
Soaring
Air
block.
thrust! Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust!
I'm ready!
Doberline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Take this!
Benedict.
Here
All
goes!
mine.
Lunar Corruption!
Burn!
One more! One last one!
Ready and raring!
Megasonic
Now
Blast!
you see what I can
Gemini
do!
Aqua! Proton Blast! Light Astral Energy!
That move.
Bloody holiday!
Here comes the big one!
Radiant Here! The close one!
Swallow Blade!
Here we go! I never miss! Go get him!
Double Demon Shot!
Deity! Rotating
Searing
fire!
Photon Blast! Hear me! Blazing Lightning! Burning Strike! Water! Here I come!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Setting you apart! Bloody holiday!
This should do it!
Our arts are being interrupted.
This one's all mine! Burn in hell!
Crescent flash!
No escape!
On your knees!
Dragon Swarm!
Air pressure! Now we're not...
Here I go. I'm only
No
getting
further.
started.
Take this!
Mega Ray!
It's go time!
Dragon Swarm!
Now you see what I can do! Crescent flash! No! On your
Can't
knees!
end here!
Don't sleep me!
Air pressure!
Ready to...
Can you take it?
String of Fury!
Nothing will hold you back. You missed!
Burning
I'll
Strike!
face you! Can you take it?
It's
Ah!
another! I'm ready!
Stalagmite! Elusive deity! Begin! Not so fast! I'll face...
Where are you going?
Can you take it? You're mine! Resonate with the
hear my
earth!
call.
This battle is stacked heavy against us.
So we regroup and
take
try
it?
again.
You're right. We must play
Spear.
intelligently.
Here's evil!
Ready and raring! Now you see what I can do!
Mega Ray! Mega Ray! There! It's over! Think again! Mega Ray! Here I go! I'm only getting started! Mega Ray! I'm only getting started! Mega Ray! There! You're mine! Sighted! I'm only getting sick again! Sighted! It's over! Mega Ray! Sighted! It's over!
Take this!
Mega
I can carve through armor!
Take it! You're mine! Eat dirt! I never miss! Mega Ray! Here I go! Far enough! Mega Ray! Go! Mega Ray! Mega Ray! You're mine! Mega Ray!
Ready and raring! Armor won't save you!
Sighted! It's over! Mega Ray! I'm only getting started! Mega Ray! Here I go! I'm only getting started! Mega Ray! Let the marksman handle this! Mega Ray! Sighted! I'm only getting started! Mega Ray! Mega Ray! Sighted! Got you! Mega Ray! I won't give up!
I've never known Faria to control Zeugles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zeugles, then we get some answers.
Here!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Here's another
You're
one!
mine!
Dance to the
Sword
wind!
Rain Alpha!
Raging Cascade!
Eternal Devastation!
Raging Cascade!
Everlasting Dark.
Freeze Laser!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Photon Flash! Light Astral Energy! Photon Flash!
Ignite!
Light Astral Energy! Photon Flash!
Can't get out of this.
Rising
Here's
Water!
another! Charge Shield! Radiant Light! Blah blah blah! Air Thrust!
This is looking good.
Air Thrust! Light Astral Energy! Photon Healing Circle!
I owe you one.
Hit! Raging Cascade!
Here I come! Demon Time!
One more!
Demon Fang!
Charge like that could easily be
This one's
fatal.
mine!
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Water! Light Astral Energy!
Here!
Photon Flash! Light Astral Energy! Here's another! Here's evil! One last one!
Demon Fang!
Like
you! Double Demon Fang!
Here's a healing circle! Dance in the wind!
I owe you one.
Demon Land.
Take that!
Rising
One
Falcon!
last by the power of water! Photon Flash!
handles it.
Thanks so much!
This one's mine.
This one's all mine!
Annihilation! Here's another! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Take this!
Magic is there!
Double
Air
wing!
annihilation! Blah blah blah! Air thrust!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Photon Flash!
No further.
Light Astral Energy! Not on my watch!
Blow away!
Light Astral Energy!
Devastation!
Photon Flash! Radiant look here!
It's on! Not today!
Mega Ray! Light Astral Energy! Photon Flash!
Soaring Blast.
Dance in the wind! Air
Ready and rare.
I'll heal you all!
Finish it!
Alphen.
In an instant! Impact block!
I'll heal you all!
You're mine!
Here goes!
Heal.
Go get it!
Armor won't save you.
Soda!
Dance in the wind!
Mirage.
Air thrust!
Dragon.
Air annihilation! Raging Cat! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone! Time to let it rip! You're mine!
Close one!
The
Gotcha!
flame inside me yearns
Here
to be
goes.
let free!
Dance in the
Be
wind!
still!
Air
Dancing
thrust!
blood.
Falcon!
Sorry, Trouble.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Photon Flash!
Burn!
Light Astral Arc Seal!
No dawn shall break.
That'll bring you down.
Take that!
Take it!
One last one!
Luna Rondo!
Photon Flash!
Our natural defenses are failing. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never.
One more!
Take this.
One last
Will
one!
this help?
Not on my watch!
Ready to...
Light Astral Energy! Healing
I
Circle!
owe you one.
Take this. Now you see what I can do.
Into the shadow! Air thrust! Mega Ray! Light Astral Energy! One last one! Mega Ray! Back into the fray!
Negative gate. Being
I'll
interrupted.
heal you all!
Forgive me.
Take that!
my fault.
Here's another!
Imbue this
help?
vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation.
Healing Circle! Here's another! Thanks! This way!
Ready to go.
I'll thank you.
Light Astral Energy! Photon Flash! Light Astral Energy! Freeze Laser! Here's a healing arc! Go get it! Bullseye! Photon Flash! Light Astral Energy! Shadows! Magic is there! Air thrust!
That'll bring you down.
You get the jet!
Anything in armor is all mine. Now you see what I can do.
Got him on the run.
Don't get cocky!
Right.
Light
Still
Astral
anyone
forever!
fighting?
Light Astral Energy!
Blade.
Here goes!
Rising Wyvern!
Not on my watch!
Soda!
Negative gate can't get out of this.
Here! Hup! Here's another!
Resonate with the
Let me
earth.
help!
Stalagmite.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Poodle!
I couldn't make it in time. Air pressure.
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Blood!
Explosive ray!
Burning strike!
Not done!
That move.
Here comes...
grenade!
No dawn shall break this night.
Here I come!
Lunar corruption!
Flash! Dragon
This is
form!
some punishment.
Back into
What the?
What? I've never known Faria to control Zoogles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get our hands on that?
First we handle the Zoogle, then we get some answers.
Go for the weak point! Here, far
A
enough!
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to
Where
stop
are you
it.
going? Photon Flash! Light Astral Energy! Annihilate! Photon Flash! Look here!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Here, Flame of Fury! One more!
Don't
Here I come!
save you.
Go get it!
Not today!
One more! Bullseye! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! First aid! Astral Energy! Arc Field! Not in your dreams!
In a bind?
Ow!
Leave the darkness to me.
Damn it! Back into the fray! One more! Annihilation! Photon Flash! Light Astral Energy!
Eternal Devastation!
Healing Circle! One more! Here's another!
Eat dirt!
Bullseye! Reload! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Annihilation!
Take it out! Armor won't save you!
Hey! Just where are you going? Light Astral...
Take this!
I'm on someone! Light Astral Annihilation! Photon Flash!
This one's mine!
It's weakened! Astral Energy!
This is
No!
no!
Here's the Evo! One more!
Here I
Not in
come.
your dreams!
Win!
Here goes! Magic and bam! Air thrust!
being
Now
In a bind?
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
This is some punishment.
You'll pay for that!
Here's another! Back from death to
You're
death!
mine!
One last
Dragon
one!
form!
Resuscitation!
Demon Fang!
Here, let me help! First aid! Ghost again! Take care of... Hear me! Flame of Fury!
mine!
Death in the wind.
Here's the Evo!
On your
Tree Cleanser!
Here I
I'll
come!
bring you back from death.
Finish this!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
I'll bring you back from
This
death to
one's
this.
all mine! Eat dirt!
Benediction light.
Here I come!
Still got some fight left in me. Lunar corruption! Ready to go!
Get attack!
Right, watch out! Here comes!
Benediction light.
Radiant!
Flaming thrust!
I'm gonna get dance in the wind!
On your knees.
Will this help?
I couldn't make it in time.
Light Astral Energy! Healing Circle!
Rending you apart. Bloody holiday.
Thanks so much! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Here's a healing arc! Close one! Gotcha!
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
It's the fray!
Is
Raging
this it?
Cascade! By the power of water! Arc Field! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike!
Ready and ready.
Here, let me help! Here goes! First aid! Blah, blah, blah! Air! Ow! Close one! Gotcha!
Death in the wind.
Will this help? I can handle it.
Light Astral Energy!
No further.
Photon Flash!
Denied.
Sight! It's over! One more! Mega Ray! Go get him! Gemini Light Astral Energy!
Death in the
Photon
wind.
Flash! Not on my watch!
I'll smash you.
Blah, blah, blah! Mega Ray!
Don't get carried away.
Close one! Gotcha!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Doodle!
Forgive me. This is my fault. Does it hurt? Not so
Lunar
fast.
corruption!
Resonate with the earth.
Gemini Aqua!
Stalagmite.
Into the shadows!
I'll face you. Not so fast.
I can handle it.
Lunar corruption!
Elusive deity.
By the
Tornado drive.
Mega Ray!
Bounce it.
By the
Elusive
power of
deity.
water!
What? Ha. Bounce it.
Downfall!
Elusive dust.
Take it! I'm only getting radiant here!
Elusive deity. Tornado drive.
Lightning!
Behold. The earth pulse. Tectonic vision.
Radiant
Resonate with the
Let the
earth!
marksman handle this. Far enough!
Can you take it?
This one's mine!
In a bind? Begin! Does it hurt?
One more! Radiant, here! There! Pounce this!
Begin!
Magna Ray!
Resonate with the earth!
Annihilation! Magna Ray! Gemini Aqua! Back into the fray!
This is some punishment.
Magna Ray! I can handle it! Far enough! Magna Ray!
Take this!
Sighted!
Now you see what I can do!
Magna Ray! Magna Ray! Let the marksman handle this! Magna Ray! It's over! Magna Ray! Here I go! Ready to go! Magna Ray! You're mine!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Magna Ray! Magna Ray! Sighted! I'm only getting started! Magna Ray! Sighted! You're mine! Magna Ray! Far enough! There! You're mine! Magna Ray! This one's mine! I never miss!
Take this! Now you see what I can do!
Magna Ray! Go! Magna Ray! I can handle it! There! It's over! Magna Ray! Magna Ray! There!
Time to heal some hurt!
I'm only getting started! Magna Ray! Magna Ray! Magna Ray! I'm only getting started! Magna Ray!
Anything in armor...
I won't give up!
What? I've never known Sparia to control Zeugles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master sword?
What the...
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handled the Zeugles, then we kept some answers. This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! Leave it to you!
Freeze
Demon
laser!
Fang!
Light astral energy! Photon flare!
Double Demon Fang!
Let the marksman handle this.
Everlasting dark.
Take that! Light astral energy! Photon flare!
Burn in hell!
Light astral energy!
Can't get out of this!
Photon flash!
Double Demon
Light
Fang!
here goes! Light astral energy!
Now you see what I can do!
No Skywatch! Photon flash! Light astral... One more time! Photon flash! Light astral energy! Dance in the wind!
do
Air
without
drop!
it. Double Demon Fang! Demon
Take
Fang!
that! Go get him!
Flame inside!
Raging
To be
Cascade!
legs free!
Out of ammo! Friend! Raging Cascade! Healing Friend! Blah, blah, blah! That's it! Air thrust! Thanks so much!
Double Demon Fang!
Photon flash!
Imitating
Let
Wild Driver!
Take that! Go get him!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Photon
Rain
flash!
Flash!
Here I go! Light astral energy!
Demon Fang!
Here goes!
Fire ahead. Can't get out of this!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Light astral energy! It's weakened!
This ends now!
Where are you going?
Demon Lash!
Here
Blow
goes!
away!
Photon healing up! Light
Eat
astral
dirt.
energy! Photon flash! Light astral energy! Searing flame! Not on my watch!
Pressure! Swallow blade!
Burning
So you clamor for my true power?
Photon pierce evil! Light astral energy! Do it!
In an instant! Impact block!
Benediction light.
Red take that! Light astral energy! Photon burning strike! One more! Here Right, watch out!
Heal!
Close one!
Is this it?
Don't give up! One more! House it! Light astral energy! Chemical spray!
From beyond.
Take that!
Imbue
Go
with
here!
language what I can hear.
Bullseye! Light astral!
Take
Hear
this.
me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Light astral energy is evil!
Take this.
Photon flurry blazer!
Is this it?
Light astral energy!
Heal.
I'll bring you back from Death's abyss.
I'm ready! One more! Bullseye!
I'll face you.
Light astral energy! Photon flash! Radiant light! Astral energy!
Another incantation ruined.
Radiant here! One more!
Will this help?
Light astral energy!
Air pressure.
Raging cascade!
I'll burn out!
Light astral energy! Photon
Mega
flash!
Fang!
Light astral
That'll bring you down.
Photon you're the healing art! Not on my watch! Here, let me Light astral energy!
Resonate with the
Photon flash!
You're mine!
I'm all stopped up!
I'll smash you.
Light astral energy! Photon flash!
It's on! Ignite!
Light astral energy! Photon flash! Here dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Take this.
Searing flame! The close one! Reload! I'm out of ammo! Back into the fray! Light
One
astral
final
energy!
push.
Let's finish this off!
I'll do my best not to disappoint.
Raging cascade!
I'll grind you into death.
It's on!
Light astral
This one's
energy!
mine!
Here goes! Not on my watch! Photon flash! Light astral energy! Photon flash! Light astral energy! Annihilate! It's about to strike the sky!
Look sharp, everyone! You'll pay for
Light
that!
astral energy!
That'll bring you down.
You're my...
Lunar corruption!
Here I come! Swallow blade! Slash! Swallow blade!
Sight!
Try
I'm only
harder!
getting
My
started!
turn!
Mega ray!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
A new lease on life!
Far enough. By the power of
Here I
water.
come!
Mega ray.
Dragon swarm!
Back into the fray.
Try harder! Now! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Hear me!
Take this!
Flame of fury!
Dragon
Burning
swarm!
strike!
Glacial spear.
Pierce evil! Freeze lancer!
Armor won't save you.
Slash!
Radiant pierce!
Here I come! Slash!
Searing
Dragon
flame!
swarm!
Reload!
It's too much! I can't move!
Don't leave me! Huh. Mega ray! This one's mine! I'm never fit! Huh. 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 Mega ray!
Leave the chargers to me.
Mega ray! Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike. Now it's just her! Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almeidria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living, not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on. What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shionne's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want Oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their swords. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
We still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way. Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. But whatever happens, I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that. Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records, by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Course. with all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only Sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign. and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Naori,
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart.
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it! How do you learn it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
Hey! What's got into Alphen and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying. And what's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost. And Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Dahnan voice speaking through her?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but
I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Rennis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony, and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about the touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone, all the normal things I always wished I could Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life.
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes, until our future is finally in our hands.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
All once more. The powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but... are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of Oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting just here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. Crush! Dragon Swarm!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Here goes! Gotcha!
Shattering!
Heat water! Hear my call! Dance in the wind! In here!
You're mine! Swallow Blade! Dragon!
Chinese super freeze laser! More with that
You're
laser! Illuminate the dark!
You're mine!
Come forth!
Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! On your knees! Burn it out!
Elusive
deity! Prepare to be Dragon Swarm!
Nothing gets by me! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
That'll
quiver!
bring you down.
Holy land!
Take this!
Take this!
Here
Try
goes!
harder! Not a chance!
No dawn shall break this.
Dragon Swarm!
In here!
I owe you one!
I'll be saving this one!
Swallow blade!
I'm going to
Sword
use
rain
the
alpha!
power of my talent to accomplish
Take it! With the earth! Swallow blade! No escape! Rending you apart! Bloody howling! You picked the wrong fight!
Out of ammo! I'll be
Dragon swarm!
use all the power of my talent.
Resonate with the earth! Explosive ring! On your Dragon swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! You're mine!
Not on my watch! Water! Here's a call! One more!
Begin!
Here's evil!
Dragon swarm! Try this!
Sleep now!
Explosive ring! No escape! Begin! I'm not done! Deity! Flash!
Water!
Take this!
More where that came from!
I'll smash you!
It's time. In a bind?
I owe you one.
Lightning orb!
Burn!
Run to the red! Dance in the wind!
I'm not done!
Field! Where are you going?
Try this! Infernal Tide!
Here, let me help.
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
I owe you one.
you.
Dragon Swarm!
I can do this all day! Steering wheel! Reload!
Benediction.
Swallow Blade!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Lightning descent!
Strike!
Thunder blade!
Swallow Blade!
Illuminate the dark! Downfall! I'm going to need to use all the power of my
Explosive
healing
ring!
arts to accomplish this. Ready!
Your
Benediction light.
Raging cascade!
You're mine!
Gemini Alpha!
Swallow Blade!
In here!
Another incantation. Ruin.
I'm only getting
Stay away from my friends!
Gemini Alpha!
Ready and ready.
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Explosive ring!
Annihilation! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
It's
Oh,
on.
guarding me!
Swallow Blade! It's over! Swallow Blade!
Negative J.
You're mine!
Can't heal you forever!
I'm in your debt. I'm sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me. Reload!
Dragon Swarm!
Out of ammo!
Try
Back into the
this.
fray!
Explosive ring! Easter!
Dance on the wind.
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing arc! Think again!
Swallow Blade!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Healing circle!
Prepare to be sealed.
Back into the fray! By the power of water!
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this.
Radiant
You're
fire!
mine! Swallow Blade! Dragon
Demon
Swarm!
Land. Tornado Blast.
Radiant, look here!
Explosive ring!
Here I go!
Is this it? I couldn't make it in
Not
time.
done yet! Sword Rain
No
out!
more playing nice! Water, hear my call!
No.
Can't end here!
Excited.
Rending you apart. Bloody.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Here I go! You're
Dance on
mine!
the wind.
Mega Ray!
Elusive deity.
I'm only getting... Mega Ray!
What? Scream bathed in blood. Rending you apart. Demon
Mega
Land.
Ray!
Tornado Drive.
Mega Ray!
The everlasting darkness.
Mega Ray!
No dawn shall break
There!
this
I
night.
won't give up!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphonse. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. Here I come!
Illuminate the healing arm!
Take this!
Photon!
Here I go!
Light astral energy! Annihilate! Photon! Flame of fury! Dance in the wind! Here I go!
Being interrupted.
Demon
Light astral energy! Photon blast!
Demon Fang! Now or never. Burn in hell!
Light astral energy! Dark field!
Negative
Light astral energy!
No further!
Photon blast!
Where are you going?
Demon Fang!
Light astral energy! Photon blast!
Another incantation ruined.
Light astral energy! Radiant fire!
Demon Fang!
Photon blast! Light astral energy! Photon blast! Light astral energy! Photon blast! Light astral energy! Raging cascade!
Demon Fang!
Fred! Photon blast!
Benediction light.
Light astral energy! Photon blast!
Glacial Spear! Here's
Light
Rainbow
astral
Wolf!
energy! Freeze laser!
Not today!
Take that! Photon blast! Light astral energy! Healing circle!
Infernal Torrent!
Photon blast! Not in your dreams!
Take this!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Radiant here!
Here I come!
I'm ready! Photon blast! Light astral energy! Photon blast!
Benediction light.
Photon to the shadows!
Take this!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Benediction
Light astral energy! Photon blast!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Light astral energy! Photon blast!
Catapult! Take this!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Pierce through! Demon Fang! Stardust!
Take it! Here goes! Only getting started!
Now you see what I can do!
Let me help!
Seismic rupture!
Not on my watch!
Dance on the wind! Be still!
Photon blast!
Rising falcon!
Light astral energy! Raging cascade!
Bloody howling! Try this! Elusive deity!
Photon blast! Light astral energy! Photon blast!
Demon
Light
Fang!
astral energy!
I owe you one! Demon Fang!
Light astral energy!
That'll bring you down!
Photon blast!
Sonic thrust! Rising wiper!
One last
Here,
one!
let me help!
Bloody
First aid! Photon blast! Into the light astral Mega ray!
Flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Mega ray! Photon blast!
Benediction light.
Ready!
No further! Here I
Light
come!
Not on my watch! Light astral energy!
I've used too much.
Demon Dragon Swarm!
Light astral energy!
Armor won't save you! Demon Fang!
Take this! Light astral energy! Will this help?
Rising wiper!
Light astral energy! Photon blast!
Nothing will hold me back.
Light astral energy!
Not today!
Photon blast! Here's a healing arc!
Darkness.
Negative
First aid!
Wind!
Light
Elusive
astral dance
deity!
with the wind! Air thrust!
I'm not done! Don't run away!
Photon annihilation! Searing flame! Reload!
Take
Photon
this!
blast!
Demon Fang!
Light astral
Where are you
energy!
going?
Photon blast! It's over! Light astral energy! Reload! Photon!
Take this!
By the power of water! Not on my watch! Photon blast! Flame of fury!
Ready and rarely.
Light astral energy!
Resonant.
I'm only getting started!
Demon Fang!
By the power of water! Light astral energy! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Light astral energy! Dance in the wind! Air
Dragon
thrust!
Swarm!
Air thrust!
Explosive ring!
Negative gate.
Searing flame! Reload! Light astral energy! Photon blast! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Flame of fury! Burning
Sword Rain
Light
Alpha!
astral energy! Photon blast!
Now it's my turn!
Gotcha! Here! Let the marksman handle this! Gemini Aqua! Photon blast!
I'll face you! Take this!
That'll bring you down! Photon blast!
This
Not in
one's
your
all
dreams!
mine! Burn!
Photon blast!
Rotating
Light
blast!
astral
Take
energy!
this!
Photon
Demon
blast!
Fang!
Gemini Aqua!
Demon
Here!
Fang!
Light astral energy!
This one's all mine!
Light astral energy! Photon
Demon Fang!
blast!
Demon Fang!
Green base.
Light astral energy! Here goes Laser! Photon blast!
Now you see what I can do! Denied! Demon Fang!
Here goes!
Forgive me. This was my fault.
Not today!
Photon blast!
Everlasting darkness!
Light... And new
Negative
daylight!
gate! Rising
Photon
Order!
blast! Everyone, get back!
Can't end
It's
here.
too dangerous! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
On your
Light astral energy! Photon blast!
This should do it, sir!
Light astral energy!
Blood.
Sorry,
You a bloody
No further.
Here I come! Strike!
Here goes!
Here I
Dance in
come!
the wind!
Slash!
Now!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alph, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean... Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alva!
It's too late. We can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am...
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers and Faria in a trance?
What, those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renis Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Voron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one... Wait. It about Brennans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.